Hello, it's your friend Doublebite, and we're here with the spoiler review of My Hero Academia Season 1 and then the Sports Festival arc of Season 2. So, this is just going to be me ranting about certain things plot-wise, and then talking about how much I love the characters. So this is just going to be a fangasm, you're warned. Anyway, so yeah, Season 1. I like the slow pacing. I like that there was build up and you had Deku's whole training sequence and whatnot. But it felt I was really worried about the Dead Man Wonderland kind of scope creep and we're going to ditch this premise, like Dead Man Wonderland ditches the idea of a prison where they play games to survive, like in a quarter of the way through the season. So Season 1, we're like, okay, it's 4 episodes of get into school. And there were like 4.5 episodes of vaguely schooler stuff, and then 4 episodes of the villains attack. On the one hand, I like that. We got to see a little bit of different things. I like that they didn't rush the villains arc, that they made that feel impactful, and it really came out of nowhere. Like, that felt like a Season 2 finale level threat, if that makes sense. But I really appreciated... Oh god, now I'm self-conscious scratching my neck because I just said that, Jesus Christ. Whatever the fuck that asshole's name is, Mr. Handface. I'm really so bad at the characters' names. Anyway. Shit, lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I thought the Season 1 was really good, but it escalated really quickly. It was really high intensity. But even then, I mentioned in the spoiler-free review that I liked how all the supporting characters had their own character, had their own voice, and they get to do their own thing. And that arc was so good at that because everyone got split off. So you got to learn a little bit more about Create Power, Headphone Jack, and Sparky Lightning Man. Because he's not Sparky Boom Man. I gotta think of a better name for him. Dumbass Azula? He's not really worth Dumbass Azula. Just Dumbass Raichu. Yeah, I like that. Dumbass Raichu. So you got to get a lot of time with them. But you got a little time with Dark Shadow Bird Boy. God, I should just look this up, but his name was... I just finished the arc, so his name was said 50 times. Whatever. Dark Shadow Bird Boy. So you got to see a little bit of what he can do, and it's whoa, what can he do? I'm seeing this thing, but I don't know what it means. But you get that little taste. Whereas you get lots of time with Sticky Hair Asshole Child and Sue. Sue I can remember, because she says it a lot, and it's really short. And to all, she's fucking adorable. Love Sue. Anyway, but yeah, you got a lot of time with Sue in that little arc, and you got a sense of her personality. And we haven't seen much of her in Season 2 aside as a side character, but that's okay because you know her voice. We got a lot more time with Bird Boy. That's cool. We got a lot more time with my boy Todoroki. Todoroki, he's so angsty. I also love that the show implicitly calls out. At some point, Deku says something along the lines of if this was a comic, he'd be the hero. It calls out that Todoroki is really the shonen protagonist character. And that plays out really well. And then Bakugo since Kachan since whatever, Sparky Boom Boom Boy, is the exaggerated shonen character. Just that he reminds me of Ed from Full Metal Alchemist so much. If Ed was just even more of a douche. And it's so good. But yeah, this show just works on so many levels as being a show that takes superheroes seriously, but also realizes that superheroes are fun, And it plays with that, with the idea of superheroes want to be superheroes to save people, or to be popular, or to make money. And those are all legit. Those are all affirmed as reasons to go be a superhero. And I love the idea of keeping All Might as this pinnacle of good. And he is a pinnacle of good. He's not perfect, but he really is trying to hold up to the superhero ideal. And Deku is really trying to hold up to the superhero ideal. Seriously, the fight between Deku and Todoroki in the sports arc is one of my favorite episodes of any show. Just the idea that Deku's fighting to bring out the best in the person that he's fighting, because it's the most heroic thing to do, and he also wants to win, but he also wants everyone to succeed. He wants to bring people to their potential, you know? Like he is trying to live up to like hero as an idol, but not to be idolized, you know? He's not trying to be looked up to. He's trying to lead, not be the leader, I guess. And yeah, like he's kind of a shrimpy, putsy protagonist who can be really awkward and mutter to himself, but he's well liked. He has friends. He has a power that hurts himself, so he often solves problems without the power. That's cool. But he also can just be metal as hell and like push himself to the limit, you know? He's both like a shrimpy geek, but he's not shrimpy. He works out. Even when he's at home watching TV, he's casually working out. He is striving to be the best him he can be, regardless of his powers. And he's also trying to indicate to others that they need to push themselves to be the best them they can be. That's cool. Like, you really feel like his heroism, even when he's being a putz. And that's a neat balance. And again, everyone in the show is likable. You have some really interesting characters like Shinzo, aka Purple Bay. You have a hero who can mind control, which is like an evil power. And the show addresses that, and he addresses that. But even in the short time that we've gotten to see him, you like him and you root for him, you know? And I actually looked up on the wiki to see if he shows up again. And he doesn't really significantly show up again. And he fucking better. I'm warning you, show. Bring back my Purple Bay. But like, even his little arc, you care about him. You want him to succeed, even though you know he can't because he's not the protagonist. And he's not even one of the main protagonists. But they establish him because they're really good at character voice. I'm sorry if I'm shifting a lot. My foot's falling asleep. My keyboard is where my legs usually go because my setup is a mess. Anyway, even Kachan's kind of like, I was talking to a friend like, wow, he just said 4 things in this episode and 2 of them were not dickish. That's a new record. But even he has moments where he's like, you understand what motivates him, even if he's a douche. Todoroki has like genuinely tragic backstory that drives his angst, and again, classic shonen, daddy issues, I'm pissed off all the time, power. And he reflects on that. And him seeing his mom at the end of the arc is so fascinating. Like, I really want to see where that goes. He's not just, I do this, now I do this. He's contemplative. The characters reflect on what's important to them. And they do that in the context of this action anime. That's really beautiful. Like, being a hero hurts. All Might is the embodiment of that. Where he is constantly pushing himself to the point where he can be less of a hero in the future because he's destroying his own body through his heroism. It never says being a hero is easy, and the kids don't really think being a hero is easy. Like, every 5 episodes of Fullmetal Alchemist, Ed's like, oh, the state is slightly evil, I don't want to be a state alchemist, and then he, like, goes off and punches people for a while. I really do like that show. I'm just going to keep on mocking it mercilessly because it's, like, my only point of context, because I don't watch anime. Anyway. Train of thought. But yeah, no, like, being a hero hurts. Being a hero is pushing yourself. And Deku's literally hurt by his power. And I like that his true power is mental strength and drive. And it freaks the other characters out. Some of them admire him for it, but his other competitors are like, why the fuck is this person still going? You know? I really need to see Gurren Lagann at some point, because someone's probably thinking, because I know that like the main power in that show is like determination, and I kind of want to compare and contrast them, but like, yeah, his power is determination. That's what All Might saw in him, and it makes him a really interesting protagonist, because you know he's going to succeed. He's the protagonist. You know he's insanely powerful, but it feels so earned, and the show even says, like, suggests, like, is this earned? Did he earn this, or is he being given to it? And he talks about how he's being supported, but how he's also, like, striving himself. Like, the show is aware of its own potential shortcomings and addresses them in a pretty thoughtful way. God damn, so good. So I'm going to talk about some flaws of the show. Again, season 1, I feel like the villain thing was kind of like a real big step up. Especially with what's it called? Nomu? Whatever. Big, angry blue Hulk dude. Establishing that that can exist right off the bat was a bold move. Like, I just got the reveal of Stain, the hero killer. And Stain the hero killer almost feels like a season 1 threat, you know? It's one person, but he can threaten a whole bunch of people, but then he gets taken down. A whole army of villains, even though they were schmucks. Okay. But Nobu and Poria, like, the threat level was established as very high, and I'm wondering where they're going to go with that and how they're going to maintain that. And again, I would have liked more school stuff in season 1, just because it took us so long to get there, and then we got a little taste of it. And even season 2 is like, yeah, it's school stuff, and it's been fucking amazing, but like, I'm okay with seeing them do classes. I want to see hero training montages. I want the kids to each have to learn how to use their powers better. I want that school shit. So, I'm hoping we'll get more of that. I feel like, I mean, I guess these are just going to be anime trope things, but the woman with the creator power, super sexualized. I really don't like the pervert character trope, and sticky purple hair kid just goes between being incredibly immature, pervy, and whiny, and I'm just like, okay, can a villain kill him off already? I do find the running joke of the invisible girl funny. Like, that's been working for me. But like, also like weird crag head face. I feel like out of all the students, he's the one I'm like, why are you here? What's your deal? Let's see. Like, as much as I like the huge ensemble, and I agree that some characters do kind of need to be fluff or pure comic relief. It's 1 and 2, like those ones I find kind of annoying, but even that's like me level quibbles. I love the design of Depowered All Might because he's so sketchy looking, and even his like face looks low res. Like, he looks just like a low res human, and that's a really nice touch. Also, how did Sticky Boy do anything in the practical exam? How did he get any points? How does he fucking kill a robot? He's fucking useless. Fucking hate that kid. Other criticisms. The opening and closing theme are really long and not that good? I guess that's a criticism. The episode titles occasionally spoil shit. That made me mad. I got a spoiler in the episode titles. I'm like, Crunchyroll, why are you doing this to me? I appreciate that they're very succinct episode titles, but maybe I'm gonna be a little more evasive about it. Thanks. Yeah, no, just I love the show. I'm happy to keep watching. I'd love to hear if y'all have seen it and liked it. Yeah, so overall, the show is a solid 8 out of 10 for me. I'd say season 1's a 7 out of 10, which is my usual kind of like very solid thing. And season 2 is so far at an 8 out of 10, it's just been like excelling and has room to grow and room to improve. But like, yeah, like at least the episode between Deku and Todoroki was like a solid 9 out of 10 for me. Like, it just did so much in the context of a brawl, and that's super cool for the genre. Anyway, I'm done rambling for now. Yeah, bring back Purple Bay. That's all I gotta say on the subject. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my rambles, and until next time, double bite out.